सही है और क्या गलत? What is right and what is wrong? It's very, very difficult to decide. At times, yet we have to make a decision. But when it comes to your career, when it comes to your biotech career, then it's very, very important to discuss this aspect with an expert and understand how exactly you can make a right decision, how to get the right biotech job in your career and life. Now, my name is Shekhar Suman. I am the CEO and Managing Director of Biotecnika, and I have spent 15 years into the industry, helping, training, nurturing, and guiding students get jobs into the biosciences industry. I have trained students and placed them right from the bachelor's level up to the postdoc level. And today I'm making this video to help most of you achieve the right biotech job. I'm going to give you 5 to 6 pointers. This video is not going to be very long, 5 to 6 pointers, which will help you, guide you, and show you the path. Because ultimately you have to follow the path. I can just show it to you. So let's get started. The first thing is the problem. The problem is, or the problem statement today is job scarcity. Now, what's happening here? We are always told that there is less jobs into the biosciences industry. But the truth is something else. But yes, okay, let's accept it that this is a truth. For now, it is a truth, but actually it's not. So there's job scarcity. The next problem or the solution is we need to look at the way we look at the jobs market. We need to change the way. Okay, so the problem is job scarcity. The truth is we have to change the way we look at the jobs market. Now, the next question, which is the most frequently asked question to me by most of the students, is the million-dollar question is, how would a fresher get a job if all jobs ask for experience? Is that not right? All the students who just get into the biosciences industry, they just get started, they ask me this question, कि भैया जब सब एक्सपीरियंस मांग रहे हैं तो हमें कैसे मिलेगी जॉब, क्योंकि हमारे पास तो कोई एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं है. This is one of the questions which I get asked, and I'm going to answer even that. So the first answer which I can say is, okay, gain experience. Now, how do you gain experience? Gain experience with the help of internships, certifications, and then temporary research projects. So all this goes in sequence. Either you can do a internship first or a certification course first. You can always go this way, either way, and then showing that you can get a temporary research project job as a JRF, SRF, or project assistant or research assistant, whatever is the job, you can always grab here. Now, once you have grabbed that, then you gain experience, and that is when the first problem gets solved. The previous problem which I showed you here, how would you get a job when you don't have experience? You have to get temporary experience, temporary research project experience, and that will convert into your permanent experience. So that, I hope that answers your million-dollar question. Now I'm going to give you 5 to 6 pointers. The first one is think big, start small. Now, on day one, nobody is going to give you a 6-figure salary, but the truth is we all want a 6-figure salary the day we start. But you have to just go back into your nursery days and realize that you started from A to reach Z. You started writing A, then B, then C. That's how you reached Z, right? You didn't reach Z in one day. Your teacher made you practice just the alphabet A on the first day for a whole day probably. That's the truth I'm trying to tell you. Think big. Yes, think big that one day you will get there. But start small. Start with whatever you have. Whatever is in your limit, whatever is achievable, start with that. Start with A to reach Z. Don't try that on day one you'll get this. People who tell you that it is possible are faking it, lying, or probably wasting your time telling because they want some YouTube views. I won't do that because I'm coming with my experience. I'm telling you, you have to think big and start small. That's a tip number 1. Now, tip number 2, get trained. Now, if you do not get your training right because your degree is just theoretical or the practicals they do is outdated and it is not their fault. Let me tell you, the biosciences industry is a highly dynamic industry. Yesterday it was NGS, today is CRISPR. It just changes. So the university can actually never keep up with the dynamism of the industry. So what you have to do is you have to get yourself trained in various internships, certification, and research opportunities into this bioeconomy. And we are conducting a lot of them on Biotecnika's platform. You can do that. You can be a part of the bioeconomy by getting trained. Just relying on your degree is like, I have the boat, but I don't have the motor to run the boat. Okay, so the training, the skill set which you'll acquire during your internship, certification, and research opportunities, this is where you will get the motor, the power to go into the right direction. The third tip which I would like to give you is be flexible with your job location. Now, suppose you did your BSc or MSc in Solapur in Maharashtra. Okay, you did your, this thing in Solapur. Now, you want a job in Solapur, but there is no biotech company in Solapur. They are all in Himachal or Karnataka or Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, something like that. Okay. Now, if you want this, then you can't get it there, right? So you have to move out. So be flexible with your location, job location. If you are in Kolkata, you want a job in Kolkata, then you're not going to get it, because it's a skill-based, location-based job. So whichever state will give the tax-free or tax holidays, these companies will go and put up a factory over there. So that is where it happens. So you have to be flexible with your job location. Okay. Now, tip number 4. Learn interview skills. Now, the truth is, yes, there's something called as interview skills. When to choose the right words and how to choose and how to actually, program the mind of the HR that he gives you the expected output, and that is you are hired. That is called as interview skills, soft skills, communication skills, all this. So you have to learn the interview skills. The link is given in the description. You can always check that out. So what to answer, when not to answer, and what not to say. For example, the HR says, okay, what is your salary expectation? And you say, I have, 10 lakh salary expectation, suppose. Now the HR has got a budget, which may be 5 lakhs. And he says, this guy is asking me double of that. So let's reject him, even though he's good. Because the HRs are trained to stay within the budget. But you don't know that. So what you will do is you will say, as per your requirement, but what if the budget is half of that? So that is where you lose. So you have to learn your interview skills. And we at Biotecnika have developed a program called as Job Assistance Program, JAP, which will help you develop your interview skills. You can always check the link in the description. So that's what it is. What to answer, when not to answer, what not to answer, all that is covered in Job Assistance Program. And of course, this is my tip number 4, learn interview skills. Now, tip number 5 is about perfectionism. You have to know that there is no perfect job which exists in this world. Okay. No job in this world is a perfect job. The secret of getting ahead is getting started, and start with what you have and turn your limitations into opportunities. That's the fact of the day. You think that you will get a perfect job. It's not happening. You want a 9-to-5 job in biotech, may not happen. But there will be challenges. Who said there won't be challenges? But one thing I know, if you have in yourself, then you will never ever face failure. And that is a winning attitude. Focus on the next big thing and achieving it. So that's my tip number 5, and that's what I wanted to tell you. Now, if you want more tips, then all you have to do is subscribe to Biotecnika. The link is given in the description. Of course, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Before I go away, I want to give you one last pointer, and that is, if you think that just by watching this video and listening to my tips, you're going to get a job, that's not the truth. You have to take action. Subscribe to Biotecnika, watch out our newsletter for the right kind of job for you, apply to as many of them in the most customized way possible, write a nice cover letter, design a nice resume, attend the job assistance program which Biotecnika has got, and be on a lookout for the job. Okay? प्यासा कुएं के पास जाता है, कुआं प्यासे के पास नहीं आता है. You have to go to the right job. The right job will not come to you. With these pointers, I wish you good luck. And please comment below if you have further questions, which will help me make our next videos, and of course will help you in your career. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.